Regular gun violence in the United States doesn't trigger the same level of outrage or international attention as mass shootings do, but nonetheless it's a serious problem for American cities. The US President Barack Obama has promised he hasn't given up trying to enact tougher gun laws, but it's little comfort to those at the front line dealing with killings, injuries and trauma. Philadelphia is one of the country's most violent cities, and North America correspondent Lisa Millar reports on efforts there to stem the death toll.
This story is new this morning. One of the first murder victims of the new year in Philadelphia is a teenager.
They want to end the senseless violence that left 4 people shot, including 2 young children, on Tuesday.
He has some life-threatening injuries from his 3 gunshot wounds. So it's unknown at this point whether he's going to survive.
It seems like there's an endless flow of guns in the city. We don't even know how many guns there are out there.
Over the long haul, it's that same steady violence that happens on a day-to-day basis.
When the temperature rises in Philadelphia, so does the body count.
How many times? Multiple times in the torso.
Multiple times in the torso.
Thank you, sir.
Holy shit.
934.
Photographer Joe Kaczmarek never waits long before his police scanner bursts into life.
So we have a male that's shot. From police radio, the information is a male shot several times in his torso, and we're headed to the crime scene now.
Homicides are so commonplace, they barely disrupt the night's rhythm.
They probably don't even have a crime scene established yet, so we got to tread a little careful up here.
How long ago did it happen?
I think we're going on about 10 minutes now. 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
Later, another neighbourhood, another shooting. It's not unusual for SWAT teams to be called in.
You're in the line of sight of the property. Okay. So for your safety, I'd advise you to move much further down. Thank you.
Joe Kaczmarek's taking photos for the Gun Crisis Reporting Project, just one of the groups trying to stop the epidemic, helping those looking for innovative solutions.
At Gun Crisis, we try to disrupt the normalcy of it. It is not normal for kids to be passing by homicide scenes on their way home from school.
Philadelphia has a celebrated history. Once the capital of the US, the founding fathers met here to write the Constitution. Famous for its art and culture, it also boasts one of the worst murder rates in America. Here, they call it Killadelphia.
People are trying to come up with a cute headline to sell a newspaper, but I don't think they understand the damage that they really cause. I mean, this is a serious problem. It's not something to be that flippant about.
And no one knows that more than the mothers who are part of a growing club mourning their lost children.
It's bad enough to have to deal with the impact of the murder, but when I think about just even the way that my child died, like I said, he was shot over 14 times, and my son was literally shot unrecognizable, you know. I think, and even I had to bury him, and when I got a call from the funeral home and they told me I needed to buy white gloves for him because they shot his fingers off and those things.
The warmer weather has made this week deadly, and the support group, Mothers in Charge, is getting ready for unwilling new members.
We just need more people outraged about what is going on, about a night of shootings like that they wake up and say, what can I do?
And if this Congress refuses to listen to the American people and pass common sense...
Barack Obama vowed that the murdered children of Sandy Hook School would not be forgotten as he pushed for gun reform. But he was beaten by a powerful gun lobby and harsh political realities.
Are they serious? Do we really think that thousands of families whose lives have been shattered by gun violence don't have a right to weigh in on this issue?
With more than 300 shooting deaths last year, Philadelphia isn't waiting for Washington to act.
Vermont's going to have a bullet wound right there. We're going to have another bullet wound right here. Vermont's going to have another bullet wound right there.
These students are in this emergency room learning just what happens when bullets rip through a body.
Another bullet bullet wound right about here. These may have been the first 4 that dropped him, according to what witnesses told. He's going to have a bullet wound right here.
They're told the story of Lamont Adams, a 16-year-old just like them who was shot by a gang and rushed here to Temple University Hospital, a medical centre that sits at the epicentre of the city's violence.
And we spread the ribs so now we could get to his heart and we could get to his lungs. And when
in 20 years as a trauma surgeon, Amy Goldberg has watched the guns get more powerful and the wounds tougher to fix.
And in spite of all of those things, Lamont died right here in this room. And it's too many young minority, usually men, that are shot day after day and night after night. This is a war here in inner cities all across the United States. And I'm not sure that the average citizen sees it as such.
This is what violence is. It's a contagion. And
she and Scott Charles have built up the Cradle to Grave program, convinced that spending time here will prevent teenagers ending up on the operating table.
That young man whose family...
More than 7,000, mostly at-risk youths, have come through.
It's funny because we used to be the city of the Quakers, and we were known for the start of our nation. And then now it's an ironic thing, Philadelphia. Peace turned into death.
Terry Starks has been on that operating table at Temple, shot over a drug deal gone bad.
This is what gun violence look like. I've been shot 5 times in the chest. I got open heart surgery. I still got a bullet lodged in my heart and on my spine right now as we speak.
Gun victims and ex-cons are now trained mediators for Ceasefire, another hospital program. They treat the violence like a communicable disease that has to be stopped from spreading.
They shot 2 11-year-old girls in the head around here. And it was like a prom night. And then one day we was canvassing right here. There was a shootout with a machine gun while we was putting posters up.
With gun control laws failing in Washington, there's more pressure on programs like this to deliver in conjunction with tougher policing and penalties.
Lisa Millar there in Philadelphia.